Hey guys. Well, I've had a lot of conversation with a lot of people about where I've been, what I've been through, and how much of an effect that has on who I've become, my spirituality, what I believe, my action and reaction to certain things. Well, of course it does. Where you've been, the things you've done, the different types of religion or religions that you've followed through your childhood and through your young adult and on into your adulthood, depending on your age, always has a lot to do with your interactions, actions, and reactions, and most especially your belief system and where you're going, how you function within that belief system, and where you want to go with it. Now, I'm not going to sit here and do a video on where I've been, the things I've done, and the different belief systems I've followed through the years. That's not what's important. What's important is that you need to remember, when looking at yourself in the mirror, making your choices and making your decisions about where you're going in your religion, quote, spirituality, quote, whatever you want to call it, you need to take into account, and most importantly, accept where you've been and what you've done, because that does have a big bearing on who you are, where you're going. So let's think about something for a moment. Take a moment and pause the video if you need, and think about how many times over the years, if at all, you have switched religions, switched denominations in different churches. I know Christians that were raised Catholic and that have been to everything from Protestant to Methodist to Baptist, and ended up slipping over to pagan because they just couldn't find anything that fit their internal philosophies and beliefs. So let's think about it for just a moment. Take a moment, pause the video, think about where you've been religion-wise, your thought processes religion-wise, and then think about your core belief and where you want to go. Let's think about that for a moment. Alright, so if you didn't pause, you probably already know where you've been and what has brought you to the pagan philosophy. If you have, and you do, then all the better. But if you did pause and you took some time to reflect and you took some time to look back at what has brought you to where you are today, where does it make you want to be tomorrow? How much of an effect does it have? And how afraid does it make you to accept change? And that basically is what it all revolves around, is fear of change. And yes, I've done a video on fear, so if you haven't watched it, go back and check it out. But when you're afraid to change, and you're afraid of change, then you miss a whole lot in life. if you're too busy questioning every move you make, that you're afraid to make the next move, again I say, you're missing out a whole lot on life. You've got to be ready to try new things, experience new ideas, philosophies. Doesn't mean you actually have to live them, but at least experience them. Take a look at them. How does it make me feel? Where do I feel about that? So, in that, and in this relatively short video, the impact and information listed in it is quite important. So, remember where I've been. Accept where you've been, because it has made you a part of who you are. It has made you a part of how you feel, how you think, actions and reactions. So embrace that information and take a look in future days where you've been. Don't ponder on it too long, because then you'll be too busy looking at the past, you'll trip over the future. It's one of my favorite sayings I come up with years ago. Embrace who you were, embrace where you've been, and more importantly, let yourself go where you're going, wherever that is, wherever that needs to be. I wish you well in your future. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I look forward to your comments. Quite a few people comment via private email, and that's perfectly fine too. I'd rather have comments on the open YouTube though, because that way other people might be spawned to ask other questions. And it would spawn me to make other videos. Go figure. So blessings to you and yours. Travel safe and be well.